Hey, welcome back to Alex Talking, and I just saw The Devil Wears Prada 2. Now, this is a movie that I was moderately excited for because it looked fun, and it would be nice to see all these women that who doesn't love Anne Hathaway and Meryl Streep and Stanley Tucci and, you know, see them all together again. David Frankel, director of Collateral Beauty and Marley and Me and The Big Year, some personal favorites, was coming back to the director's chair. So maybe it would be good, right? And then all the reviews I've seen have been very good. But that's all to say that I saw the first Devil Wears Prada about 3 years ago. My wife showed it to me. It was a movie I'd never seen growing up or anything like that. I don't know. It was just a complete blind spot. Something that my mom, my sister didn't show me. Neither of them liked it, I guess. So I never chosen to watch it somehow. No agenda, but never chosen to watch it. I enjoyed it, but I thought it was surprising how it was also a sad portrait of somebody, you know, choosing to be okay with things that aren't okay and being in a bad workplace to try to work your way up in a industry like journalism or fashion or that can be applied to anything. So I thought that was a nice universal message. I was just surprised it's such a universally beloved film. Excuse me, because I thought it was a little sad at times, a little depressing overall. But anyways, I was still looking forward to this movie. I did not like it. I didn't hate it. I thought it was perfectly watchable. I just didn't connect to any of it. I thought that it was completely at an arm's length away from me on any sort of emotional level. I didn't think where it picked up with Anne Hathaway's character made any sense. I understand it. It could be like just like, oh, it's realistic that journalists are losing their job everywhere. It's like, okay, but it's also like dumb that she chooses to go and does what she does unless you just need to make a straight sequel to The Devil Wears Prada, which is what the case was here. I don't think that on a story level it's going to be very emotionally satisfying for anybody to see her character pick up where it does, and I don't think they do anything interesting with her character. The love interests in this movie are completely nothing, completely wasted, and overall, it was a very flat movie to me. Um, Everyone slips into their roles like a glove. Anne Hathaway, Stanley Tucci, particularly, are standouts, and it's great to have guys like Justin Theroux and Kenneth Branagh as the newcomers. I just wish they got more to do. It was just such a blah, flat, things are happening so that things can be happening. Here's a celebrity cameo, here's that celebrity cameo. Anne Hathaway was beautiful. She was great. She's having an amazing year. Mother Mary's our best movie so far this year. Go see that if you want to go see an Anne Hathaway movie. And can't wait for The Odyssey and The End of Oak Street. So, this was just a completely innocent, albeit lifeless sequel to The Devil Wears Prada. And the sort of thing that is kind of funny when you look at film now and when people say it's the worst era, it's hard to deny because, like, your big budget weekend release is something like this, where it's like, what world are we living in where sequels being made to something 20 plus years later have become such a norm? And I honestly think that all goes to The Force Awakens and the success of that. And it was just such a clear template for the safest way to possibly do it. Obviously, Star Wars went on to completely fail with the sequels and aren't something to be followed by anybody. I love The Last Jedi, but I mean, with how they were received and how the money went, The Force Awakens came out, made billion dollars, and was extremely well received. Looking back on it, I don't think anyone really likes that movie that much, but it was a great experience at the time, and I think that almost every movie can see that they can replicate that. Because I'm not going to say every movie series, because what is The Devil Wears Prada? It's not a movie series. It's just a movie from 2005 that everybody likes. So now, 20 years later, some suits said that would make money if we did a sequel to that. Do it. Everybody's still here. Do it. So they did it, and it's fine, And I'm a horror movie fan, so I mean, the entire horror franchise world has been getting these movies for the past since Halloween 2018. So we live in a world where it's like they seriously did a new I Know What You Did Last Summer after 25 years. Well, yeah, they did. And I thought it was fun. And it also wasn't a very good movie overall. So if you felt the way that I felt about this or about that, it's because right now cinema's just a pastiche that's all built to just tell you what you already like is still good. So if you really truly love the original, yeah, you're gonna get some mild enjoyment out of the new one. But if you really don't, or if it's just fine, I think that it's always fair to just see a new one and be like, wow, that did nothing for me. Because at the end of the day, as a movie, this was doing nothing. It was doing absolutely nothing new. And it's just so weird that that's where movies are right now. I'm more excited to see the RZA's A Spoonful of Chocolate and Damien McCarthy's Hokum tonight. And then later this weekend, Deep Water, the Rennie Harlan shark movie. Because those are my type of movies. But I'm not necessarily expecting Rennie Harlan's Deepwater to do anything innovative or new on a shark level. So movies are in a tough space right now, but maybe eventually we'll get to a point where every new weekend we get Killer Clowns from Outer Space and an original idea like that. Who knows? But I'm really enjoying my time here in Denver, and I have to say, seeing this at an Alamo Draft House and getting my wife the whatever it was called. It was a big, one of those type of glasses, yellow drinks. She enjoyed herself. It was a fun experience seeing this movie at the big show uh, in Westminster. But overall, I'd give this 2.5 out of 5. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it. And go see any new movie this weekend. It's going to be a good time at the movies. I promise you that. God bless. Have a great day.